In this meditation today, I invite you to trust yourself completely and notice anything in the way of that trust. This is an invitation to non judgmentally notice, openly, lovingly notice what could ever possibly get in the way of your own trust of yourself. Breathe into and out of your belly. Notice how you trust your breath. Notice if you trust your breath. Whether or not you trust your breath or any experience in between, notice how you are breathing, whether or not you pay attention to your breath. Begin to consider the relationship of trust with breath, the very thing that keeps you alive in this world. Take another deep breath. Take a conscious breath and move your attention to your mind. Notice the landscape of your mind, which could be a trusting landscape. It could also be an untrusting landscape or any other attitude of mind. The attitude we have towards life and events and ourselves and other people can be found in the mind. And this attitude is usually under our control. So if you don't enjoy the attitude of your mind, you could change your attitude. It's a really good piece of control to exercise, just the attitude we have towards things. That includes our thoughts that move through the mind independent of the attitude. There are thoughts that come and go, and we could be happy about them or sad about them. We could be curious about them or trusting of them. Just check in to see your relationship between your attitude and what is happening in your mind. The attitude of mind is what links us to our heart. Emotions also come and go, like thoughts, but they're of a different nature. They have a different quality to them, and they're inviting us to feel emotionally. And once again, we can check in to see what is the attitude of mind towards our emotional feelings. How are we viewing ourselves emotionally? Are we inviting emotions? Are we pushing emotions away? Or anything else? Are we curious about them? The attitude really matters with how emotions are allowed to flow freely or not so much, or something else entirely. It is fair game to play around with attitude, and it makes a huge difference in a person's experience. And maybe in your experience of your own life and relationships and the things that happen therein. When a person has a trusting attitude, there's usually an openness and sometimes a curiosity. Let's see. Let's see if we all can come up with something that's needed, something that you need, something that you need physically or mentally or emotionally, something that would really make a difference to you. And in recognizing the need, at first it doesn't really matter what the need is about. It's just a need. Like, I need safety, for example, or I need warmth. There can be a play with accepting what's needed, period. So for a moment, find out what you need. The need that you recognize, either right now or later, can likely be found somewhere in your life. Like, I need emotional safety in my relationships. That is true for me. And the need for emotional safety is one step. Recognizing that I need emotional safety in my relationships is a second step. So see if you can find what you need and also where that need shows up in your life. Now, buried beneath this need, or maybe just surrounding this need, there could be an emotional feeling. Like the example that I'm playing with, emotional safety, I might emotionally feel afraid, or I could even somatically feel tense, like tense in my body. The feeling could be a sensation, it could also be an emotion. The feeling could be both, which is considered a felt sense. So when you recognize a need and where it lands in your life, also see if you can uncover the emotion, the emotion that's related to the need. It doesn't really matter what order these pieces of information come in. We can recognize needs and circumstances and feelings, perhaps emotions and sensations in any order. When we have all those pieces, though, it makes a little story. And that story can be handed to our loved ones or to ourselves or to our helpers in the world to meet the greater need, to help resolve and heal, to help relax and settle in, to help build trust and safety. Whatever the needs are, they can be addressed, especially if we have more information about them. For another minute or so, I welcome you to breathe, settle in with anything you have discovered about yourself, and in your own way and in your own time, let everything go.